Hello, this is Retreat Briefing in Friday. It's March 22nd. So tonight we have a Powell's speech again at 10 p.m. in South Korea. So he mentioned about interest rate cut and also mentioned about quantitative tightening, simply QT. So if he continues to say similar things, these dovish speech, it will definitely give a positive effect to the investment market, theoretically. However, as you have seen in yesterday, we didn't had a special increase with a dovish announcement of Powell. So I'm a bit curious about whether his speech will impact crypto market positively or not. So the title is Watch Out for 10 p.m. and what is RWA coins. So I'm gonna introduce you about the RWA coins later. So let's begin. So this was a Binance chart of Bitcoin, its daily chart. And I told you that with a increase like this long candlestick, there is a possibility for a correction to almost half of this big increase. So I told you if the Bitcoin price drops, it will drop almost up half of there. And this is for today, and as you can see, it actually did drop. The tail is at the middle of this positive candle's body part. So let me use a pen here. Whoops. Yeah, this line, it's half of this long candle. So so it actually did drop, but additional fall is now seen. So maybe we should check out whether it drops to this place where this big increase was started. And this is a dominance chart for today morning. And as you can see, the Bitcoin dominance fell a lot yesterday, and the altcoins seem to got all the money. So this 3-day increasing candles were made. But now the Bitcoin dominance started to recover, and the altcoins seem to drop, and also Ethereum started to drop. So it seems like the bear market of altcoins are getting stronger. So maybe they are falling before Powell's speech. So I'm not really sure about how the market will go right now with this dominance chart. So the Goya Dominance 1 chart is about 28 points in 12 p.m. in South Korea today. So the Goya Dominance 1 seems quite positive for yesterday to today. So now it is starting to move in sideways, I think. You can notice from the dominance chart too. So we should check more with Goya Premium chart later. And this is a liquidation heat map for last 24 hours. And as you can see, Bitcoin and Ethereum made a up and down movement. So it liquidated both long and short positions. And since altcoins dropped a lot, long positions were liquidated more than short positions. So you can see here, $120 million and 68, almost $70 million. The total amount is $187 million, and that is a relatively small amount of liquidation comparing to recent liquidation. And this is a 4 hours liquidation heat map, and you can see that long positions started to get liquidated due to a slight correction. And the amount is not that much, so this 4 hour, the amount is not that much. So I think investors are now watching the market, how the market will move. And as I told you in the thumbnail, beside other economic indicators, there's the Powell's speech today. So I think he will say similarly with yesterday, and market movement after the speech is very important. However, they already made a big up and down move in recently, so the speech might not impact the market that much. And this is a RWA coins, which I mentioned in the thumbnail. So I heard a lot of people talking about that, and this is a real world assets, this RWA coin. So it is a tokening of various items such as real estate, stocks, and commodities, and even personal data. So various tangible and both intangible assets could be represented digitally through tokens, so tokenization. You can here tokenize various items of value, whether physical, digital, or data-based. So from art and collectibles to real estate, stocks and commodities, and personal data, now represented digitally on-chain through the issuance of tokens representing RWAs. So now, as blockchain technology improves, they will be used a lot in our real life soon. So this is a perfect example of how the blockchain technology is mixed with our real life. So this is the pros of the RWA coins. So first of all is efficiency. So tokenizing real world assets allows fractions of high value assets to be traded efficiently 24/7 on digital exchanges. So bypassing brokers and facilitating fast global transactions at scale. This streamlines processes like cross-border deals and automated redistribution of income and profits. And trust, which uses a blockchain technology. So definitely, yeah. A key benefit of tokenization is that it allows atomic settlement of real-world assets traded against tokenized flat without requiring a trusted third party to act as a clearing agent. So we don't need additional something to... For example, when you want to buy a real estate, you go to a real estate man dealer or car dealer, for example. So we don't need that anymore if it's tokenized. So as traditional clearinghouses and CSDs do today. So blockchain protocols facilitate who goes first in an exchange through intrinsic consensus mechanisms, increasing trust and efficiency in transactions. And transparency, blockchain transparency, so all visible. And compliance, smart contracts can automate regulatory requirements and some blah, blah, blah. And the cost. So the middleman is taking the cost, taking the percentage of the price. So there is a extra payments that we should pay when we trade in a traditional ways, but since we don't have to trade with a third party or a middleman, so we don't need a extra cost for that, so it decreases the trading cost. And liquidity is fractionalizing all RWA's assets, facilitates greater liquidity. The tokens that represent RWA can be readily traded at any time, so blah blah blah. And this is a chain link and is a perfect example for RWA coin. So simply, Chainlink is a bridge to outside data with smart contract blockchain. So that is a important work, and Chainlink is a superb crypto in RWAs right now. And I mentioned Chainlink several times in February, so this crypto is actually very long-term investment crypto, just like Ripple. So use it as a long-term in your long-term investment portfolio. So you can see that non-blockchain enterprises to securely connect with blockchain platforms, just like Link, the company's name represents what their identity liquidity. And now this is a liquidation heat map for Bitcoin. So as I said in yesterday, it would be difficult for Bitcoin to rise more, and it actually fell as expected. So the rebound seems possible by looking at this heat map, since there are those things up there, but also it could move downwards. So I think the rebound seems possible after Powell's speech, but I think there are not enough good news to make a huge rise. And Ethereum's liquidation heat map was similar to Bitcoin, and even it rises, I said about $3,600 would be it, and actually increased. So after yesterday's briefing, it actually increased up to $3,590 and fell again. So think of possibility to drop near here for 3.4K today when you trade. And this is a RSI heat map, and you can just briefly notice that, instantly notice that they had a slight drop comparing to yesterday. But still, there are a lot of cryptos staying at the middle, so most coins are now waiting for Bitcoin or Ethereum to do something. So we don't have specific direction in the market right now. So don't rush into market and trade. Wait for a while until the direction for market is made. So now let's move on to Goya Premium chart from now. Let me refresh once. Now the dominance increased a lot, so not a lot, but yeah. So the dominance was moving around, this is 12 o'clock, moving around 26, 28, and now it surpassed the 20 area and reached to 36. It's recently the highest point in 2 days. Let me see it in a week. It is also a weekly high, so now it actually is a rebound is coming right now. So you can notice that the score chart also increased, so it's leading the Bitcoin's price right now. So this is from today. So with this SB signal, so after this long increasing candlestick, the SB coming out after that would definitely make a candle to move near the Goya line. So it dropped a lot with an S signal, and it moved in sideways for a while, but again with SB signal and S, it broke through the Goya line, and we got an S2 signal. But if you press Volvier, the volume, it was deleted since it didn't had a much volume, trading volume coming in. So it was moving under the Goya line, but with an L signal in 12 p.m. and L2 signal in 3 p.m. Now it started to make a slight breaking through the Goya line. Now it's moving in upwards. Let me wait until 4 p.m. 5 minutes. The premium chart will be reset in 5 minutes. So if you see the trading view, now it is having a slight decrease, but I think that's not a big decrease for now, since there are a lot of signals that are expecting even a score chart. So I think it will be supported by the Goya line, this minus candle. So the Goya line is right now at 66K. And if you see the price, it's 66.36K. So now it's moving over the Goya line. So it definitely has a power to increase from now. So now it's 4.5 o'clock. Yeah, this is 4 o'clock. Yeah, it's similar. So we have an L2 signal right now. So I expect a line between these area. So let's press SR. So this line it moved in sideways for a while in these lines. So this place might act as a, how do I say, 0.5 sell 0.5 line maybe. So if it breaks through this 67K, now it will move all the way to this line where 5 candles gathered in one line. So that could act as a strong resist line. So that is a sell 1, 67.774K. And after that, maybe all the way up to 68K. So that's what the score chart expecting is, somewhere near here, I think. So since in the liquidation heat map, there were a lot of assets near 68K. So there is definitely a possibility. So wait until the Powell speech, and if Powell speaks a lot of dovish mints, then it will definitely try to reach 68K in order to liquidate short positions, I think. And let's move on to Ethereum. Ethereum's score chart also surpassed the market price line, and now it's leading the Ethereum's market price in upward. So we don't have a specific candlestick signal right now, but the RSI signal turned into L. But if you see this RSI line, that is not a significant trading volume coming in right now. So now it's having a drop right now. So think of Goya line as a first support line. And if it goes high enough, this place, which I mentioned this is yesterday's highest point, probably, yeah. So yesterday it reached to $3,590. So if it cannot surpass that line, then it will get resisted and come all the way down to today's lowest point, which is 3.4K. So I think it will probably move between here without going anywhere, I think. And let's have a look at Ripple. Ripple's score chart now moved under the market price, so it seems like it is having a correction right now. So we have an S signal here and S1 signal here, but it eventually didn't broke through the Goya line like completely, so it is still moving over the Goya line right now. But in the trading view, the real-time view, now it is touching the Goya line. So if the Goya line keeps supporting this line, Ripple will move in sideways for a while. But if the Goya line cannot support, then it will fall about here. So if you press SR, we are pointing at the bottom right now. So this line is a buy one, it's 0.6, but if falls more than that, then it will definitely fall somewhere under the 0.55 or 56. So watch out for Ripple. Ripple is moving in a very harsh way for traders recently. Don't really increase, don't really decrease, doing nothing. So think of Ripple as a long-term investment, as I always say. And Doji's score chart seems nice. It is increasing right now. So with this long candlestick, now it's falling. So always think of falling all the way to half of the candle's body part. So this line. So it will probably drop to this line and then decide where to go. It is near 0.16. So if you press SR, now since it's moving over the Goya line, and there's a L signal, so it is likely to be supported. But if it falls, today's lowest point, 0.148, is a first support line. So you can buy in installments with this long range, so if you're a spot trader. And if you are a futures trader, I suggest you to try somewhere near Goya line, long positions near Goya line, or short positions over here. Could be also quite nice place. So thank you for watching the briefing for today. So I hope you guys to have a safe trading with Goya Premium Chart. So thank you.